to Sacramento State Stadium. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the River Toads and the Sacramento State Hornets. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Well, guys, Coach told me this atmosphere is going to be crucial today. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The River Toads kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Looking for a gap. It's Curtis. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Catches it at the 30. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Now the River Toads offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
And now the River Toads with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the back. Looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Finding some room. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And how about setting the tone right there? Like, you're going to cover this guy coming across the field, get it to him early on the first drive, let him know this playmaker is going to be touching the ball early and often, and he picks up the big game.
The River Toads trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Complete. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And as the holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. On the run, it's Curtis. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Nice move, creates some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Grab behind the line. It's Williams. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They boot it away on 4th down. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Rides the option, he keeps it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Out of the gun, the inside give. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And now the River Toads will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Takes it on the return. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we go on the field and do a spin session before the game. That looked just like Reese Davis.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, 4th down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Over the middle, complete to Coleman. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read them. Nice timing on that in route.
They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. right back to it. Running to Green. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Curtis. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Soften him up with a run. Now to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And I know it's easy up here in the booth, right, guys? Like, make that catch, right? Get on the scoreboard. Haven't scored yet with this offense. You want him to make that play, but a nice job by the defense, man. Getting there on time, not letting him wrap that football up. That's a great job breaking on the football with good time.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Good, right down the boulevard. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner goes down. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Sacramento State. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And they knock through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Hauls it in, looking for space. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too.
He's going to let it go. Caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one, too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had.
Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. Defense picks it up. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Running inside, it's Collins. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. It's caught downfield. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. Motion from the wide receiver. Run in the red zone, it's Collins. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Wants to fire on second down. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Sacramento State!
This really has been a tale of two quarters for this offense. They were shut out in the first quarter, and they've been lighting the scoreboard up in the second. Give this offensive coordinator some credit. He found a rhythm. He was able to get this offense churning big plays out one after another, and right now, they are playing with tons of confidence.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quickly and protect better up front.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
With the draw, it's Collins. Nice move to keep running. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Gets the back moving. Now he's looking to throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Thank you. That's what the defensive backs say to the defensive linemen when they get home and put pressure on the quarterback fast and the ball comes out erratic.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Sacramento State.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Here he comes with the return. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. River Toads send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Smash! Oh, the ball's out on the return. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, man, that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before halftime.
Yeah, make something happen. And listen, if I'm this defense, I want to keep them right where they're at. Done a great job all game keeping them in check. Don't let them get some cheap points going into the half, get momentum, and start feeling confident about themselves.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. It is good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Number 94, set to kick off.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. The run inside. It's Collins. Got enough for the 1st. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific 2nd half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's the Flames, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Sacramento. This wideout is enjoying a stellar day. 2 of those catches in the first half were 2 of the better grabs I've seen all season. And, of course, his overall stat line is helping the only stat that really matters, the scoreboard. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll return it. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Hey guys, the River Toads head coach told me before the game, the message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
Thanks, Holly. Quick release by the QB. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
From the gun, the ground game. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now the River Toads will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. All the way back to the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Gives it on the option.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
2nd and inch is a really good time to take a shot. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The give to the left side. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Looking to throw on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The River Toads with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We'll send the tight end in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged out of the air, and he's knocked down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Firing to the right, complete. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks.
And that's a big throw.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Trying to keep the drive alive. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
And now the River Toads have this offense rolling. To the air on first down. Fires deep on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver.
Makes the catch and he's free. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. The River Toads have taken it inside the 20. Second down, they'll go to the air. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They want to throw it. Flips it out on the screen. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The give to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Makes the catch. It's Moses. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. On the move. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quick completion to the right. Oh, what a move to get room. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They're going to ride this running back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Collins. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Right on the money. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. The 40. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, River Toads! Took it all the way back to the house.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. You still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Looking for a crease. It's raining. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Got a man. It's raining.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And now the River Toads in the hurry up.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The River Toads now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Rushes on him, and they got him. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Sacramento State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. Great place to start for this offense. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this 4th quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this 4th quarter.
Looking for room. It's raining. Here's a little room there. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, Sacramento State. And the beatdown has ensued.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the River Toads make their way onto the field to open the drive. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the 1st down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Pocket breaking down. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard. But
all right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And now the River Toads come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Back to pass on second down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. The old coaching cliche, go play or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find